Chainsaw Man, the movie, the Reze arc, man. Listen, the Chainsaw Man movie was incredible. I watched the Demon Slayer movie, I would say 2 to 3 weeks ago, and I thought it was fine, right? Except for, you know, Akaza and the missing head for like 40 minutes and then the backstory, and I'm just like, all right, man, we're begging it at this point. But with this movie, from start to finish, I was completely immersed in the entire movie. The movie was incredible. Everything about it was good, from the art, from the animation, from the direction, from the character design, the different camera angles that we got. Like, we got first-person views of Denji swinging around as Chainsaw Man. Like, the voice acting was incredible. Like, we got Tanjiro's voice actor for Beam, who is now, to me, lovely Okarun from Dandadan. It just seemed like such a perfect cast, perfect voice acting, and the interaction between Reze and Denji itself, you're so easily immersed in the entire movie. And I've read Chainsaw Man, but I'd forgotten about this arc. So for me, I was watching it kind of like a first-time viewer, like, huh, so what's gonna happen here? And as a watcher, as a first-time watcher, you're going into that movie. Chainsaw Man is already weird in general. It's already weird. Denji is a weird guy, right? Denji is very much, I don't really know anything good about the world, so the bare minimum is great for me, man. I'm just horny and I love women, and Makima's everything to me, but oh my God, here's this beautiful green-eyed baddie that's just so enamored with me, and she's so pretty, and I think she likes me. And you know what? I don't know what I'm gonna do. I lied. I'm going all in. I like Reze, right? Just that whole arc that Denji went through until realizing that Reze was actually after him the whole time was a great journey, because it's almost as if you don't realize how long it was. It was about 1 hour and 40 minutes, but it seemed like it just all happened so quickly. Choreography wise, the fights were incredible. The fights were unbelievable. The way Reze, the Bomb Devil, used her ability was so creative. It was so masterful. Like, the things that she do, bro, she was skating around like Fire Lord Ozai. I was like, yo, this girl can move. This girl's got tech. Like, it was unbelievable. There was a scene when Beam and Denji are fighting Reze, and they're like actually going at it and they're clashing, especially with the chains. You felt everything that was going on, and you're just thinking, like, how is Denji supposed to beat this girl? Because she seems impossible to beat. It was, I don't know, man, like denouement. You can use all kinds of, it was a crescendo. Crescendo is not even the right word I want to use. It was like watching an orchestra, just a perfectly directed orchestra of chaos, of humor, of love, of beauty. There's a lot of lust in there because for whatever reason, Denji's just a horny man, and they really played into that horniness. It was a lot, man. I ain't gonna lie. I really needed to baptize myself a few times after watching it. It was a lot. I want to talk about a few specific characters. I thought Reze was great. I was a big fan of Reze. At first, when I remembered Reze from the manga, I only assumed that she was a girl that was out there to trick Denji, and then she ended up losing the fight, and that was it. The implications of her backstory, being a Russian spy, being, you know, obviously having a horrible childhood in the Soviet Union, to see her tricking Denji because she works with the Gun Devil to try and get his heart, and how she tricks Denji into falling for him, and Denji falling for her, and this whole experience of, I'm showing Denji the world. Like, you've never been to school before. Let me take you to school. Like, I really like you. You're so kind. You're so sweet. You should run away with me. I want you. To the trained eye, you're like, bro, she's running a gimmick. It's too quick. It's too easy. You can't do this. But Denji's so innocent. By innocent, I mean so ignorant, so stupid. Obviously, he's gonna fall for it. But then later on, as things wind down, as Denji keeps that lovable stupidity and that affection for her, and the fact that even though she's compromised herself, Denji's still like, hey, so you still like me, right? Like, I know you was trolling, but low-key, like, you can just learn to like me. You can still figure this out. And her regretful smile before knocking him out and running away, to her rethinking about it, and then running back to the cafe in hopes of seeing Denji, who's actually there waiting for her, and her life about to start because she's realized, wow, so all of this stuff really does not matter. I really actually want to experience a normal life. I never went to school. I never had any of this stuff. And someone who I was tricking the whole time, did I actually end up liking this guy? Do I want to see where this goes? Like, what's happening? And then you see Makima, and you see a bunch of rats. And at first I'm laughing like, haha, look at the rats. It's cold, right? It's us, chat. Look, chat, it's us, it's the rats. And it's not just the rats, it's Makima. And it's Makima with this smile. And then it's the angel. We're gonna get to him later. And the angel's just like, yeah, man, you're not gonna make it, girl. Like, you're not gonna make it. Sorry. You tried to kill my tool, and now you're you're done. And I was just like, man, I was sad. I ain't gonna lie. I was a little sad because I'm like, dang, I kind of wanted a happy ending for a girl. She was toxic. She killed a lot of people, but you know, like she was kind of cute, and Denji was kind of cute together, and they could have been cute. And I was just like, I guess not. Like, I guess I felt like Ja Rule. I was just like, I guess not. I guess not. All right, it's fine. It's fine. She's wrong. She should have died. It's fine. It's just, you know, maybe I'm too romantic. You know what I'm saying? Lover boy in me. I just thought, you know, I just thought we had something there, but I guess not. So sad on that part, but I thought Reze was, to me, the most enjoyable part. Obviously, Denji is so funny. Denji is hilarious for the most part. Another one is the dynamic between Aki and the Angel Devil. I don't remember his name. Let me look up his name. Really? All right. Wow. There's not an actual name. His name is just Angel. All right. Whoa, I was right the whole time. All right. So the dynamic between Angel and Aki. We already know Aki's motivations. For those of Red Chainsaw Man, you know what he's really trying to do. He wants to kill the Gun Devil. We all know about that. Aki has seen too many people die in his life, especially with the whole Himeno stuff that was really awful in season 1. It was terrible. Aki suffers a lot of pain with his partners dying. So for him, he just wants to get the Gun Devil and finish the job. He doesn't have many years to live because of his contract with the future devil, and Angel knows that, and Angel doesn't really care to live. Angel's very lazy. He doesn't want to do any of this stuff, but Makima tasks Angel with Aki so they can get the best out of each other for the sake of the Gun Devil, because they're about to do the expedition on the Gun Devil. But throughout this entire experience, Aki is trying to train to get stronger to fight the Gun Devil, while Angel's like, I don't really care. Honestly, I want to die. Like, I don't even want to be a part of this. I don't even want to be here. The sooner I die, the better. Very sad, very suicidal, very nihilistic viewpoint from Angel. But as Aki is trying his best to get along with devils, even though he believes he really can't, as things progress further and further into the story, you notice that their relationship begins to develop. And it develops because of what they've experienced with the Bomb Devil who's coming after Denji, the Bomb Devil who's coming after Aki and everyone else. The Bomb Devil destroys everyone that Aki was close to within that training facility. Angel sees that. Sees how Aki's trying to go out of his way to save everyone. And as they're running away with Beam and Denji, Angel is now like, okay, I guess I'm going to try. And then there's one big moment where the other devil, Typhoon, comes up, right? And that's a whole other portion of the movie where everything is going crazy. The giant typhoon, there's wind, the entire city's being annihilated at this point. Aki has an opportunity to save Angel because Angel is being pulled into the typhoon, and this is Angel's chance to finally just go away and die. Like, you know what? I'm good. I'm ready to die. I don't want this anymore. I'm ready to die. And Aki's like, look, even if you're a devil, I'm just tired of seeing people die. I'm tired of watching people die. And that hit me hard because I'm like, that is just the pure value of life in Aki's eyes. For someone like Angel, who's really not valuing their life at all and is really just ready to go, and to see Aki save Angel, hold on to him, and say that in such a loving and comforting manner, I think it did something. I think it changed something in Angel. And that was a beautiful moment for their relationship where both of them really just didn't care about each other or really didn't care to try to get to know each other. I think in that moment where they were forced to, I think it was really Aki's character shining through that really affected Angel. And I just thought that was beautiful. I thought that was a beautiful moment. Now in the ending scene, obviously we see that Angel is a slave to Makima because everyone's a slave to Makima at this point. So there's a lot more to unpack there. But I thought the Angel and Aki relationship was really nice. It was a great, nice touch. There was a random freak of nature in there. It's a serial killer, which I thought was really morbid. The serial killer that made a contract with Typhoon that tried to attack Reze while she was on her nonchalant gimmick and trying to riz up Denji for the sake of getting his heart. I just found that scene really funny that he died. I love the way he died because I just find the gruesomeness of seeing serial killers in the act of it and seeing that beaten and bruised lady. It just really turned my stomach terribly. That stuff makes my stomach turn because those things really do happen. It just made me sick. So to see Reze just lock in and just, I mean, full-on jujitsu rear naked chokehold finisher. I was like, man, this girl's a black belt in jujitsu. Why does she finish him like that? I was so happy. And she just reciting some random Russian poem, and I'm like, this is hilarious. And I watched him die with joy. I was eating popcorn like this. I was like, this is great. I love seeing the life leave his eyes. He's a murderer. This is great. Good meal. Muy bien. That was me the entire time. It was crazy, dog. It was actually nuts. So that's another moment that I liked a lot. The silliness of power itself was funny. First of all, the intro. Oh my God, I didn't even talk about the intro. The actual intro, the little opening for the Chainsaw Man movie was fire. Oh my God, I need to watch that. I need to watch that on YouTube. The opening that they had for the movie, it had like a little anime opening, but it was a little bit extended for the movie. Amazing. I think it was done by the same band, or the sound and the sonic was the same as the first opening. So if you guys have not checked that out, please do. It was amazing. It was heat, man. The movie was good. Sound design was good. Animation was good. Story was good. Plot was good. The Chainsaw Man movie was good. Easy 9 out of 10. I'm definitely going to rewatch it again. And you guys also need to watch Chainsaw Man. If you haven't done it, watch it as soon as possible. You will not regret it.